Good afternoon, and welcome to DieDragonDie Presents the Legends campaign. I'm your DM and host, Marty. I'm joined by my buddies and fellow gamers, Adam, Mark, Ahmed, and John. How is everyone doing today? Let me just unmute their mics while they're having their pre-game conversation. It's good to let your players chit the chat before they start the game. You know why, if you're a dungeon master.
Woo! Oh yeah!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
That's because the last time that you DM'd, Mark, was probably way back in the day. I think.
Were you 12?
I think Mark. No, I think Mark. I think we did a couple of like a 2-session vampire game, and I think he tried to DM Eberron, I think, for a couple of sessions.
Yes, I did.
And then said Marty is too difficult of a player and said fuck this shit or something. I don't remember why we stopped, but
I believe it. I believe it.
Probably you're better at this than I am.
My brain hurts. How about you do stuff now?
Right, exactly. So how was everyone's week? Let's just sort of get this out in the open.
Good.
Changed up the gym routine. Now my butt hurts. Must be doing something right.
Yeah, I've been.
What gym do you go to?
Because Mark wants to sign up.
No.
No, he wants to buy a subscription for Ahmed.
Oh, I see. I gotcha.
I already have my own things that... Never mind.
As Adam is recovering.
Freezes,
lost
yeah.
connection. Exactly. Okay, how's everyone else's week?
I had a pretty good week. I've had a line on a job. I got an offer, but I haven't got the official paperwork yet, so I'm not going to talk about it yet. But
Yay.
could be cool.
Good stuff.
And then I'm capturing his stupid look.
Just your...
And I played a lot of Stellaris, because Stellaris.
Because Stellaris is awesome. Yeah,
The next expansion has got me so excited. Mega Structures, Ascension perks, it's going to be good stuff.
Cool. I've been playing a lot of C64 emulator of Fantasy 2.
Yes, I've been watching that.
That's in other streams. It's lots of fun.
Those old 8-bit sounds take me back.
Oh, yeah. Essentially, it's a party of characters that goes into dungeons, kill shit, takes their stuff, and you advance in levels. It's like so D&D. It's not funny.
Evil Nicodemus and his wizard knights.
And then having like 30 years, like this 86, 30 years of like perspective on gaming, a lot has changed graphically, but a lot hasn't changed in like advancement. And you can see them trying to do things that now we take for granted. So it's kind of an interesting geek history moment. So that's what I've been doing. I might switch to a more modern game after the first playthrough, but we'll see.
Will you play one of the reviled JRPGs?
JRPGs?
Final Fantasy. Things
No,
like
you see, if you're gonna play one, just play Chrono Trigger. And then
Chrono Trigger is good.
See,
probably the greatest.
I was
of the
thinking
old ones.
about like setting up some actual hardware and getting some really old like console systems, but that's we'll have to see on that one.
That might be tricky to get it to feed through the.
No, you need an input card. You need an input card, and
the tools, as long as you're not playing fighters or anything that requires like really precise timing, it's all really easy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tech has
As
come a
long
long
as
way.
your
There's a lot of
IPS
nerds who like old
here.
systems out there.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
You need an AV in card, and basically you can use that.
Okay, I gotcha. Cool.
Or find an emulator, but I'm pretty sure they've cracked down on Nintendo emulators. Ahmed, how was your?
VC just went red.
What?
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep.
yeah,
You guys
we
hear
hear
me?
you.
We can hear you.
Obviously
good.
not hearing us.
It was good. Busy. Work. Lots of work. But busy. It's good. Nothing special.
All right. So why don't we do a quick recap of what happened last game?
I didn't have time to do my summary, so sorry.
It's alright.
Basically, last game we saw the might of Mark's new character, Altagar, and what he could do in combat.
Jesus. Yeah.
Lots of dick punching. Lots of it.
Oh, you wait. Next level, Spellbreaker.
Oh man.
Okay, so I labeled episode 40 as called Winter Wonderland.
Walking in the winter wonderland.
The Heroes of Aegis, along with the new recruit Altagar, seek out the remote temple called the Eye of Annam. There, they face the Iceland Norm named Dvergholme that claimed the temple as his territory. They also find another a presence in the area, one much more dangerous and cunning than the Lenorm. Altagar and his new companions breached the temple of Annam, Ukher lifting several million-pound gates to get there. Yep. Apparently the gates weren't in the position to open easily and might have required multiple giants, but Ukher, the strong man, was able to breach into the temple itself. And inside the temple they found great statues of 6 of the giant gods, not the full pantheon, but in particular 6, one representing each of the canonical major races of giant kind, being hill, stone, fire, frost, cloud, and storm giants. They kind of explored the area, and they took a cursory glance at some of the statues. They may want to go back and explore a little more thoroughly while they were trying to examine such things. They were beset upon by these large remores, fiery bugs. They made short work of them. However, they were
Lemmy did get fed up and cast the make all the bad things go away spell.
Yes.
And kitties rain from the sky. That's basically what happens. Yeah.
The heroes of ages, mythic warriors of great and cosmic renown, kings of old, knights of glory, priests of the greatest divinities, and Altagar, local tough. Or so says John. I've updated some of the. I keep track of kind of like a book of heroes for these characters, and I decided to do Altagar's, given that
He probably did something to be a 10th level dude just wandering around the city.
Right. So
it's just this number of people punched.
If somebody Legend Lord Altagar, here's kind of along the lines of what they would get, depending on how they ask the question. Altagar, the half-giant, of Clan Haskrum and Clan Zelemenchar of Dvergholme. You also have a dwarven clan that's, you're in your family. Zelemenchar, they have a particular amount of power in Dvergholme. If you recall, Gameter is a wizard, and he is married to Locric's sister. So, there's some politics that Altagar is actually involved in. Now, you might be the dark side of that clan.
Somebody in your family likes big women.
I am the world's largest black sheep.
Well, actually, it's somebody in your clan likes big men, because Clan Zelemenchar.
Whoa.
Zelemenchar. That was your mother's side.
Cool.
So Altagar, blessed by stone and molten lead.
Sir Thompson.
When you were a baby, apparently you underwent some sort of ceremony on your giant side where they basically baptized you with stones and molten lead.
That sounds both painful and harsh.
Renowned brawler of the High Kingdom of Vosgard. So yes, you did spend a lot of time traveling the different kingdoms of Vosgard and beyond and brawling. Soon, however, you caught the attention of Priest of Heimdall, who indoctrinated you into the Order of the Stone Fist. You are now a master of the Order of the Stone Fist. You decided to wander again because you no longer really had anything to learn from a monk monastery culture that was appropriated by the Vosgardians from stone giants. So Altagar actually knows that there's a more pure, probably way of fighting.
Yeah.
This is what humans
Stone foo.
This is what humans managed to take from the giant culture as they've
Karate.
Karate, I like that. Excellent.
Master of puns as well, I see.
And then there's a bit of truth in Jean's joke. The next line in the history of the greatness of Altagar is friend of the heroes of Aegis. Crew of the Azure Tempest, and slayer of Vintergall, the Ice Lenorm. Now that line would go in under all the other guys' backgrounds too. So you so far, 3 things that you're known for is actually just what's happened in the last few weeks of your character's life by interacting with these amazing, with these heroes.
I am the
Not too bad himself.
intern of this world.
Notice that I didn't call him a hero of Aegis, because he actually isn't part of your constellation. Like Remy, he might have been able to form his own constellation, but you guys have lost access to the Temple of Zenith that has a portal inside of Acropolis. When Isildan and Vargon basically went into the place and sold it apparently to, or at least took over the place and did something with the Red Dragon, a Shimmernax. So you guys have lost Acropolis.
Oopsie.
And many of the hidden research libraries that were there that you never found.
That we never found because we never really explored it.
No.
Local politics were much more important anyway. A kingdom to knock over.
All right. So let me switch the. Ahmed, are you messaging me or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna switch maps to the other main tool so we can see more of the map, and then we will zoom out. So basically, here is the entrance of the Eye of Annam, where they did battle with Dvergholme and the crazy frost giant undead thing that came and cast spells at them. Just inside the entranceway is where they had the battle, and there was a cave-in of like an avalanche of snow and ice that is basically still there. They are lugging around the massive body. I think they left it near the entranceway. Yeah.
No, we teleported back.
Oh, you teleported back to the boat. This is your second incursion into this place, right? Mm-hmm. Perhaps the undead thought you ran away.
If they're kind of not wrong, I mean.
and then at the end, yes.
He ran away first, though.
So you encounter these large bugs with these large kind of centipede horrors with horrible molten backs, and they did short work to your tiger creatures when you finally vanquished the last one. I think here is where we left off last game.
Yeah.
And let me just erase. Well, actually, I'll leave the wall of thorns there because it lasts for a really long time. Yes. I'm also going to grab a module. I am using bits and pieces from Storm King's Thunder as well as an adventure path from Pathfinder called Giant Slayer. I have hacked the thing up to meet my own ends. And yes, so there's my call out to prior work and our interpretation of said work, plus all the other stuff that isn't in the module.
We are Vikings. Damn copyright! I just want a continuous loop of Led Zeppelin in the background.
Yes. Okay, this room is warm, dry, brightly lit. The source of the light seems to be coming from a crackling, kind of raging fire at the center of the temple. It must be magical because it hasn't, because it doesn't look like there's any fuel in here, or it looks like anybody is in here to continuously feed it. Arranged around the room are massive tables for creatures that are huge in size, or perhaps even larger.
Take a look in that, move that way.
Yeah, you guys begin to explore the room, I'm guessing?
Yep.
You do find what looks like somebody has stacked up what looks, what is a pile of old cutlery, goblets, plates, serving slabs, forks, spoons, all for large-sized creatures and larger. It's like somebody maybe intended to take these things and then just sort of left them. You smell the distinct smell of like adventurer work.
Pile of treasure. Are you ready to go?
Where is this?
It's like you're not the first people to have come through here to looking for things of value.
Yeah, can you force me to the map? I can't seem to.
Marty, tracking how
Unacceptable.
long ago was this, and did they end up in the bellies of those beasts?
There we go. Thank you.
Sorry, you have to just scroll down. Sure, give me a survival check.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, good. 27. Can't see shit, Captain.
There are some... Well, this place is a giant temple. You do see that giants have once dwelled here. It's hard to tell. The same amount of dust that is on... Well, you see more of the scuttling of these creatures than you do of anything else. They've dwelled in this chamber for some time. You do find their trail, though.
I want their nest.
They spend time around the fire pit, but they do leave out the door back into the temple. Like, you can follow where it is that they go. They may go out and hunt, is your guess. Big creatures like that probably needs to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the big pile of giant stuff. I don't know if you guys are rooting through it at all or anything like that.
Just blast detect magic.
It looks like the thing to be picked up when we leave.
Just
like
hit
someone's
it
already
with
piled
detect
it for
magic
us.
right now.
Okay. While most of it was intended to be mundane, and some of it actually might even just be a hassle for weight versus value to lug around. Of course, you have an Ukher that could probably wrap it all up and just kind of we'll take the giant spoons and sell them as curios in the market later.
Spades.
Let's see. I'll say there's a 1 in 3 chance that something's magical in the pile.
You got this, Ahmed.
If you roll 1 on a D3, there's magic.
Oh!
That's fine.
Fail.
Somebody might have already, given that they took the time to gather up all this stuff, they may have taken the choice items.
The sorted.
Yep.
Bastards! Sorry.
Is Lemmy actually mad, or?
No.
Okay.
Like, alright. Yeah, well, too bad.
It sounds like he's actually a little bit mad.
Yeah, oh, come on. It's like he's expecting to get something, right?
Well, of course. Look at the spoon. This spoon.
Ukher picks up a spoon, and it's for a huge creature, and it's like one of those really big soup spoons kind of thing.
This is the best spoon.
For a large
this
creature,
spoon.
it's like a bowl at the end of a stick.
I'm going to put a huge soup spoon on Ukher's character sheet.
Who is
And we'll get
who is carrying the club?
Ukher, because it's
Okay.
like,
It's big.
yeah.
Altagar, your back tooth just really starts to ache, like one of your molars.
No, he's not gonna complain about a sore tooth after a fight with these guys.
Okay, so but it's like
a
shooting
fair point.
pains, kind of like in the top of your head, kind of thing. Like you actually stop and
He stops, holds his tooth, and when no one's looking, he downs a healing potion, thinking, well, I must have got hit in the face.
okay, so tick off a healing potion.
Perception check for us to notice that he's drinking healing.
The throbbing is still there. It subsided a little bit. Yeah, I guess it sounded like he wanted to try to hide it, so give me a bluff check, Altagar. Like, I'm not going to make a big deal out of something that's...
Yeah.
Ukher's talking about the spoon, and Lemmy's...
This is the best spoon! Look at this spoon! I could eat 3 bowls of soup in one go.
What is going on here?
Lemmy's a little air elemental right now, floating around the room, kind of looking around the treasure pile. Oberon's just standing politely with his hands folded in his robes, looking up at everything.
Did it go? Or...
I didn't see anything from you, Mark. No.
All right.
See, the trick is you gotta pour the healing potion into the back of your mouth and swish it around a little bit.
Right.
What you need to do is cut it with your dagger and then pour the healing potion into it. It's like an infection. You gotta.
Now?
No, I'm not seeing anything. What's your bluff check, Mark? We'll just roll it for
It's
you.
-1.
Holy crap, son.
You get a 2. No, a 1. Yeah, he looked around.
What?
You even caught the fact
It's
that he was surprised about it and that he's trying to hide it. Like he turns away and he's trying to drink.
What's wrong with you, buddy? You doing alright there? I thought we healed all our damage. The wounds we had should have been closed in.
I just got a tooth that's a little sore, that's all. Must have taken a hit in the mouth or something.
Which tooth?
Oh, it's one of my back teeth.
Look at Ukher and the others. Can I take a look?
What are you,
Just
Bob
open
or
up.
something?
Just open up.
There's a disease, all sorts of things. That the guy look.
He still has 28 damage from last fight. It looks like on his token. So that I don't think all
Really?
all the
I thought we got all the healing.
No, he got hit by fiery. He was punching the thing.
Yeah.
Punch, punch, fire damage, fire damage. Punch, 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 fire damage.
Alright.
Well,
the fiery-
less 5 from the healing potion I took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 23. The fire damage was nowhere near his tooth. It was all along the side of his body. Lemmy. That's what you see.
Alright. Well, a heal check. Just take a look at his tooth.
Okay, are you letting Lemmy root around your mouth?
You wash your hands, because this is disgusting.
I prestidigitate myself and his mouth.
I'll wash your mouth out with magic, is that
Basically, yeah.
okay.
Oh, hey, minty sauce.
Digging around in there? Okay, his back molar is black.
How long have your tooth hurt? Do you
I
want me to do a heal check, Marty?
Sure.
wouldn't
if it
say
needs
it
to come
hurt.
out, I know where
It's
you can get
like
the swing from.
discomfort that I
31.
can easily live with.
This thing is rotten and it needs to come out.
Detect magic.
Okay. You're picking up lots of magic in Altagar's
I
direction.
walk up and
No, in
Lay
his
on
like, in
hand.
his mouth. In his mouth. Like the
remove
tooth.
disease, which is clearly
Remove
what causes
disease.
infections.
All right. So Galath is going to remove disease on Altagar. Give me a caster level check.
Okie-doke.
I haven't had a
Sorry, Altagar, I don't have a way to remove disease. I only have a way to remove teeth.
24.
What do you mean disease? I don't get sick no more.
Yeah, it's
That's
curious.
true, actually.
You haven't been sick since you were initiated in the ways of the Stony Fist, Altagar.
Yeah, I don't get sick. Mind over matter. It's
Okay, well, he just cured disease on you, Galath, and you felt a wash, and there was this horrible pain in the back of your mouth, and the tooth pops out.
what the?
Cursed tooth.
Okay, you spit the tooth out, and
Yeah.
there's this blackened molar that lands on the ground.
Lemmy's detecting magic on the molar.
Okay, you're now pointing at the molar.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fading magic around the molar.
Should
Yeah,
we
there's-
crush it?
There's some magic around it. Oberon, take a look. It's fading quickly. Take
Oberon rushes over.
spellcraft.
He's you could tell that he wants you to try to step back, but he's being too polite to,
I
to
step
actually
back.
tell you to step back.
I step back. So
He gives you a nod. Thank you, Lemmy, and then begins casting.
spellcraft myself.
Yeah, you can get a spellcraft. Oberon unfortunately took too long with the pleasantries and the thank yous to actually catch the magic.
Right.
Damn broken wizard!
Yeah, you're adventuring with half speed.
At some point, we're going to
37, not 20.
We'll find some evil, even if it's not his, and we'll jam it back in him.
That's awesome.
Not 20, Marty. I can add a
37,
D6.
an indeterminate type of magic.
I have no idea what kind of magic that is. Not because I have no idea what's going on. It's because I have an idea of what's going on.
Ukher is looking at the tooth. Does it look like the tooth on the end of the club that he has?
You could have a look.
I'm looking. I'm going to pull out the club. I'm going to point it at the tooth.
Ukher pulls out the club, and it is a molar. The molar looks like it's stuck in the stone of the club.
Heal check. Is it the same kind of tooth?
You can see like the bottom parts of the teeth now, and it kind of makes sense now that you're looking at a molar, because you only get to see the tops of your teeth when they're in your mouth. Of course, Ukher's probably knocked out a few teeth before.
There's been accidents.
Yep.
Oopsie. Ukher's going to pull out Jotungraner in the other hand. He will flip the club so that he's holding it by the tooth end, not the handle end.
Okay.
And he will put the handle towards Altagar. But he's holding Jotungraner in the other hand in case something weird happens.
Yeah, Lemmy's taking a step back from that shit. Fuck that.
Altagar slowly grabs the club, like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Thank you for the big fat rock.
You're handing him the stone club. Altagar, are you taking the stone club?
Yeah, he'll take it.
Okay, so as you're about to reach it, there's this vision that you get that is very much like your dreams, of hordes of hill giants just going crazy on worlds and raiding endless villages, and the civilization that hill giants would create if all of Jotunheim spilled into the plains, which apparently is happening. All because somebody took off the leash, and the hill giant kings of old no longer had control over the tribes, and all the giants are trying to please Annam and Grolantir. It comes in a flash. You also caught a glimpse of this big giant in the background, eating and drinking and fighting and eating and drinking so that it could fight and drink some more, so it could eat, so it could fight. And
I like that guy.
And you know that one day he bit something, and there was a pain in the back of his mouth, and he had to have some little goblin climb inside his mouth to take out a tooth.
Okay, then.
As your hand closes on the club.
Yeah.
And that's his tooth.
What is tooth gay? Okay. Okay, you know things, right?
Yes.
Do you know whose tooth this is?
Grolantir. He hates dwarven
I
kind.
saw him. Yeah, he eats like a prick too, I'll tell you that much. Alright.
He's one of those noisy eaters.
I just had another...
Which apparently there's now a disease or some sort of like this symptom that or syndrome that you have, that if you get annoyed by clicking of pens and noisy eaters, I forget what it's called. We're now going to hear people complain.
Oh, I've actually met one of those people.
Mizio audio something.
I met a woman who cannot eat dinner with her family because she eats dinner alone.
You also just put earmuffs on.
Apparently anger rises at like common little clicky noises and that sort of thing. I'll find the word later. I was reading news and that popped up and I went, I'm like, oh, now here we go. Everyone's gonna have this claim to have this thing when they don't. All right, so
I have this new disease where I have to punch people in the face when I don't like them. Disease, I can't help it. All right.
It's like Tourette's, but violent.
Or violent.
It's Tourette's for the punching. I don't know.
It's
Fist of hiccups, right?
Fist ups. No, that's no good.
So, what's going on with these guys?
Oh, right. So yeah, it's
Fisticuff.
Lemmy's detecting magic on Altagar to see if there's anything weird coming off of the club.
No, the club never radiated magic, as you recall.
Right. Just want to see if there's anything.
The club is
effective or not.
what the statue of Grolanter seemed to be offering Annam.
So did it seem like Grolanter was the guy who let the hill giants off the leash, or?
No. You know that the ordning Annam basically shattered the ordning. Although you don't know why.
Okay. Less looking confused and more describing why confused. We'll let other bigger brains tell you why you're confused.
Something's really freaking me out here. What's wrong with you, buddy?
I had another vision, alright? And I saw that Grolantier fella. That's his tooth on the end of this thing. Don't know how it ended up on the end of a piece of stone, but he doesn't seem that bright anyway.
Give me a wisdom check, Altagar.
Oh, I gotta do this on my other Twitch, because that one's not working. Can someone just do D20 plus 3?
Hiya! 20.
There you go.
Nice. It's almost like Grolantier was reveling in the fact that they were let off their leash. Where hill giants were now attempting to become the chief giant in not only the giant pantheon, but in all of giant kind. Through
sheer numbers
and
yeah,
brute
like
savagery. And they were joined by ogres and ettins and other lesser giants.
Okay.
You think somewhere in there you saw this really, really fat, cruel female giant that one day you may, if you survive long enough, know as Grenseldic.
Okay. I saw... It's
I'm going to start painting giants on the side of my horse and crossing them off.
Right? This is my giant alley.
Let the hill giants do what they want. That's why they're rampaging. Them and the lesser giants like Ettins and things like that.
Around.
Yeah, we know. We've been fighting them. So do we give the statue the club back? Do you keep club? Do we take club back to king?
Well, I don't want the club. I think what we got to figure out is, unless you guys know, why would Annam do this?
Perhaps he's just crazy. Just violent.
He's not, though. He's not violent.
I thought Annam was middle.
Annam is the creator of all giants.
The good and the bad.
Maybe he had a falling out with the other gods. Other gods tried to destroy them. Not sure.
Are the giants mostly fight each other, or are giants mostly fighting people?
I saw them sacking village after village. They're trying to create their own society. Become the premier giant, I suppose, through sheer numbers.
I don't mean to interrupt, but giants used to have their own empires. According to the lore books, even on Crucible, their empires were put to an end by the rise of dragonkind. They came out on the losing end of many of the fights with dragons. Even though they, for a time, displaced the dragons in the end had their revenge. And then they've been on a decline.
But aren't the dragons really weak right now?
As the rise of elves, dwarves, and that of men in the other races, yes, have caused both the draconic and giant empires to subside. It is the time of men, I'm guessing. Oberon says that, glancing at Ukher and, Galath.
What if it is like stone, parchment, sheer? Dragon beat giant, giant beat people, people beat dragon. And it just goes.
There were some scholars that I recall stating that the giants would never rise again to prominence because they fought amongst each other, were disorganized, and generally complacent. I think this scholar is terribly wrong. Or at least in the last 300 years or so.
Maybe this is kind of a cleansing for his kind. See who the strongest ones are.
Maybe he was displeased, this Annam, with his creation.
So we let the mad ones go mad. To teach the ones that got soft.
Oh, what a horrible thought. To separate the wheat from the chaff, says Oberon. And he visibly shudders, like he shivers.
Well, if Annam wants to find out who is strongest, then we will find out who is strongest.
How do we put the
Where
genie
is
back
Annam?
in the bottle, then?
We kick it until it gets back in. Just keep kicking.
I think there's more to it than that.
Well, if Annam kept Grolantir in charge, and kind of in line, and these giant kings kept the hill giants in line, maybe Ukher's thought, Altagar, of just kicking the big ones until they go down and...
Yeah. You know what? That might actually work.
Maybe at least for the hill giants.
You can establish that you're the strongest. Yeah, you might actually be able to stop this thing.
There's a strange new throb from your mouth where your missing molar is. It feels empty. Like something's missing.
It's a gross tooth.
Don't say gnome's head. Don't say gnome's head.
And there's this thought that crosses your mind that may not even be your own. Maybe you're the one to bring the hill giants in line.
Okay. Okay.
The grinning statue of the god Grolantir in the other room was missing a tooth.
Let's go see if this.
So I had to lose an eye and an arm and a foot. All you had to lose was a tooth. What is this bullshit?
To be
You
fair,
and your
the
self-sacrifice,
foot was
seriously.
your own fault, so.
This is not reasonable.
But you're RoboCop.
Yeah.
Okay, the tooth, the black tooth, is it still just there?
Yeah, there's a black tooth on the ground.
Ukher's holding Jotungraner over it. Are you gonna keep that?
It's not the first tooth I lost. It's nothing special.
like quick glance back and forth.
Okay. Jotungraner turns your tooth into fucking paste. Like it's basically dust.
Thank you for warning us, Tooth. Tooth
Hey.
of warning. We have lucky giant.
I'm gonna go see if this tooth fits in that statue. See if something happens.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Okay, let's head back.
Okay. Head back to the statue.
Okay.
Let's move your tokens en masse. Yeah, the fire of Surt is from his hair is lighting kind of the room. You see, it's almost like the person that built the statue of Gorlanter built his mouth is open, and his jaw is really far down, like he's going, like he wants to eat something, but he's also kind of offering up what looks like might have been the club. But you do see. Now, the purpose of perhaps of showing the statue that way is that the back tooth, the same tooth that fell out in your mouth, is empty. Like there's a definite missing one if you count the teeth and compare it to the other side of the mouth. We'll say it's the lower molar.
Okay. Altagar, still with the club, climbs the statue.
Okay.
And he tries to remove the tooth from the end of the club.
While you're on the statue or on the ground?
No, on the ground.
Okay. You're just pulling it out, or?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Try this again. Did it work? Yeah, 20.
I don't know if you're just going to be able to pull it out. It's not radiant magic, which means it's an artifact. You might need an artifact to damage another artifact.
Looks at Ukher, just get him to do it.
Yeah, okay. You're so strong. I'm just saying.
It's not about strength. It's about the strength of the weapon.
Yeah, I meant Jotunheim.
Adam, you're muted.
Jotungraner.
Jotungraner.
Do we smash the club to get the tooth out? Does he need tooth or does he need club?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. I suppose we could always just put the club where it looks like the club's supposed to go and see what he does with it.
It's like the statue is offering up his club and tooth to Annam.
Hunger and weapon. He's fighting and he is eating. He is giving Annam his balls. Here you go. My balls.
Ukher, you're really good at lifting things.
This might represent the state of things before the smashing of the Ordning, says Oberon.
Right.
So maybe this will make the hill giants no longer have their balls.
Yeah, we could try that, sure.
It is a statue. While it is a holy place, I doubt that this action will stop. Hopeful thinking. Yes, have faith, says Lokrik.
It might do something in the temple. There is that magical... Oberon's actually flying back over towards the big archway where you saw conjuration.
The gate
magic.
thing.
Yes, with the runes.
Yeah, we could try, but I wouldn't be
No,
surprised if we got to replace everything
wait.
around here before that thing
There's
opens.
doors on other side of this place. Maybe we should check to make certain there's no more fire spider things.
That's not a bad idea.
Lemmy, the trails of those bugs tend to go along this wall,
Which wall?
and there are a set of doors that are slightly ajar over here.
Which wall, Marty?
Ukher's going to scoot over to those doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by scoot, I mean like sprint at full speed.
Hold on, there might be... For crying out loud. There
Oberon's
might be
looking
more
up-
of them. You ever thought of that?
Oberon's looking up at the sigils. Lokirk, I guess, will go over with the party.
Open the door.
Galath, where are you going?
Marty, I'm invisible, by the way. And flying about 20, 30 feet up. 30 feet up.
Nice.
What's running out? We've got a lot of spells running.
Guys.
I'm assuming all my minute per levels are down.
Yeah,
Airwalk.
we've been standing there talking for at least 10 minutes, probably 20, so your minute per levels are down at this point.
Barkskin's gone. Wait.
No, Barkskin lasts for a long
Barkskin's
time.
dead.
So if 20 minutes has gone by, then I also am no longer big. The bigoting has
Good Hope, I
subsided.
believe, is minutes, or is it 10 minutes?
minutes.
Good Hope is down.
It is going-
Airwalk. No, Airwalk's good.
Airwalk's good.
Endure
God's
elements.
grace. Bears
Resist
endurance.
energy. Protection from
Shield.
energy. Prayer?
Good hope.
Okay, you
Prayers rounds.
Gone. Resist energy and protection from energy.
Okay.
I think that's good. Yep, good to go.
Open the door.
Oh, fuck! Ah! Fuck. What the fuck is that?
Hey, look it. There's just little babies. They're little babies. Little baby knights. That's actually a
Baby
really
knights?
cool helm.
Ooh, neat.
Galath, if you kindly.
okay? There's some stone-looking guardians. They are statues, but you get the sense that they are indeed creatures. There are some wide stone steps that lead up on this side, and you can see a hallway, perhaps.
Let's see what I got here.
Okay.
Okay, so
Are those? Are they moving or are they just chilling?
Nope, they're not moving.
Okay.
The creatures look like they crawl at this point along the walls and then go along the roof and go out this way. Like they avoid the statues. The
Looks like
insects, the insect creatures might be smart.
the insects look like they just follow the ceiling. So try not to walk in there. It might activate the statues. Do you need to fly or something? You still have airwalk. Should be able to.
guardians of some sort, no doubt.
Right. Right.
Ukher will.
He's like, I'm gonna go trigger it.
Ukher's airwalking.
Oh, okay.
So
We should all be airwalking.
Yeah, we should all be airwalking right now.
5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
I try to smell it.
The stone creature's head is moving and looking towards all of you guys, both of them.
Oh, hey buddies. Hey buddy
No,
guys.
just go high. Just go high.
wrong.
Go as high as you can. Just go as high. Just stick to the
Hey,
ceiling.
I'll come back this way and go up.
I think at this point it's initiative as
Hey,
as you
hey,
approach the
guy.
guardians and
No. Lemmy's like, why? I said stick to the ceiling.
This is what you told me to do.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Kill it, Galath! Kill it!
all right, we'll go to the initiative sheet.
Ah!
We'll add stone guardians.
Nobody panic.
Let me just figure out how pathetic my AC is right this second.
Oh,
Well, the stone guardians go at -1 initiative modifier, and I'll roll a d20 for them. They roll a 15.
That's
Beats
pretty
me.
decent. Beach me.
Oberon and Lokirk. Lemmy, what did you roll?
Oh no.
14. 14 plus my other shite.
Okay. Ukher,
I rolled a 5.
5.
Yeah.
A fee 5 full flow.
Where is the other
Galath?
one you're talking
I
about?
got a larger number. It's a 13.
13 and
Plus one odds.
Altagar?
Altagar rolled an 8.
8.
Ukher. No more size penalty.
All right, Oberon doesn't hear what's going on. Galath, you get to react as the creatures are definitely
Which
moving.
creatures? I only see one.
Okay.
Well, yeah, some other people have sight and are further into the room. There might be one back here.
I will charge the stone. Actually, it's a swift action. I will grant the escape route teamwork feat to everyone within 60 feet. So I think that's
Cool.
all of us.
Yep.
Yep. And then
Cool.
I will charge. I'll do a ride by attack as part of my charge. I'll draw the hammer of the gavel of.
Okay, there is a massive statue here, and the statue seems to be of a stone guardian that's even bigger, but it's leaning down and kind of holding its arms up like this. It doesn't seem
It's
to
a
be...
mime?
It doesn't seem to be animate in any way.
Yet.
Right. It is a separate piece of stonework, and you'd have to examine it more if you wanted anything more from that.
Well, it's good to know that there's that. Okay. Going to the charts.
Oh, and you can also see maybe a third one.
Okay. Yeah, I have dark vision, so.
Yep.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
He's used like a
It's now
pauldron.
slowly like turning its head to look over at the front.
These creatures aren't chaotic in any way, are they?
No.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. Worth a shot.
There is no chaos here.
Shut up.
Why are you whispering?
We're telepathically speaking. What are you doing?
The telepathic bond is gone.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, minutes per level, yeah.
I thought it was 10 minutes per level.
Oh, I will check.
If it's 10 minutes per level, then fuck.
I think it is 10 minutes per level, because it's definitely something we've used for entire dungeon crawls before.
Let's assume it is.
I am a
per level.
dumbass. It is 10 minutes per level. Yeah.
It's still
I
up.
don't know if it would be worth
Continue the
it.
whispering.
Much.
Okay, so
Easy,
Oberon, you can hear Oberon. Excuse me, what is going on? Do you need my help over there?
Lemmy's an idiot. He said walk in there, not on the floor, and then they won't hit you. And now I'm being attacked.
Yeah, the vaulted
You're
ceiling.
the bloody
There
idiot.
is room for you guys to probably go out of reach of these creatures.
Just go
AC
up.
24. Its flat-footed AC is 26, so you missed.
Huh. I'm not going to miss, because I don't want to.
Okay, you're gonna spend a mythic point.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a...
If you roll 1, you still
Are
miss.
you using your hand legendary points?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
If you roll 1, you will still miss.
I roll 5. Fuck
Okay.
you. Hit.
So basically, you're like, I need to hit a little bit lower, and yeah, you crack into this stony creature. The magic of your lance, blowing chunks
Hammer.
of
I'm
the
using
stone.
my hammer.
You're using a hammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I was using my lance, I would have...
Oh, that's why you're asking for the chaos and law. Got it.
Yeah. Because it's a hammer, and it's hammer time.
Da-na-na-na.
Nope.
Can't touch it.
No. Nope.
Hammers are D8,
No.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, times 2 for a spirited charge.
Yeah, with a non-lance weapon.
That's also so awesome.
45 damage. Gets through chaos, bludgeoning the arm.
Okay, it's got
Ah,
DR adamantine. So
Damn it!
35 damage.
Okay. Well, that was worth a shot.
Yeah, you took off a few bits of it, but it's going to take a lot more than that to bring these things down. Lemmy-O, what are you doing?
Ukher is kind of exposed right now.
Yeah, but so is Altagar and so is Galath. And
There's a
Kiara.
bunch of us that are kind of
Yep.
with our dicks sort of just
Yeah.
out in the wind, going flop, 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 flop.
What kind of ground is this?
Stone. Well-worn ancient flagstones.
Okay. I think we're gonna have to go transmute rock to mud, and I think I can do this. Spell terrain is natural, uncut, or unknown. It's unworked. This is worked, right?
Yep.
Fuck. Fuck.
Well, the creature does look like it's made out of rock.
Yeah, but it's worked rock, right?
Golems have a bunch of weird things that happen when you cast stuff at them.
Just because you mentioned the spell that is listed under this thing, I'm going to give you a Knowledge Arcana check.
Okay. Knowledge Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck it up.
Please make work. It's so rare that you get to see these used properly. Usually adventurers just hit things with sticks until they go away.
So a 10, you recognize this thing as a construct. All right.
Hitting it with sticks it is!
Hit with stick it is!
Lemmy's gonna try it. Frigate.
You're just going to try it?
Yep. But stone to mud.
Okay.
Oh, one of those things. Yeah, I see what you're getting at.
With the weird,
Rock to mud, sorry.
The-
Rock to mud.
The one right in front of you. Okay, this creature ends up, like, the stone begins to, like, sweat and go all glistening, like.
Okay.
And you notice that
It's a mythic point, by the way.
that it's moving much slower than... Well, you don't notice that it's moving much slower than the other one, but... Ukher
Lemmy goes to the ceiling, by the way. Let me go.
Okay, let me go straight up to the ceiling, and the ceiling is pretty high. We'll say it's 60 feet high in this chamber, well out of the reach
Sure.
of the golems. Or to you, the constructs. Yeah, this one's really glistening, and I'm just going to give it a state. Lemmy-O, the Stone Guardians. Okay.
Hey, buddies. You're not offended by our entrance, are you?
Yes, they are.
You weren't
Right,
trying to
hi,
guard
what's
this
up,
place,
Smash?
were you?
Okay, affected creatures are staggered and can only take a standard or move. I think it could still do a charge, though, with staggered.
I know zombies get special action charge. I don't know if normally it's just a surprise round.
Let me just look at staggered.
Charges a full round action, is it not?
Except for the surprise round, and then there's zombies that have a thing that allows them to charge as a standard action.
Okay, so it's just gonna move. It's just gonna move up to Ukher.
Hey, buddy.
And you notice that it's like glistening and leaving behind bits of stone. Yeah, the thing definitely slowed it because this one's moving much quicker. It moves up to Galath. And it's going to try to strike Galath with a punch.
No, you're not. I'm going to use an immediate action and move away.
What?
Yeah, I was thinking about what I could do with that immediate action charge thing that Kieran has. It's not really a charge, just a move.
Kieran can... Oh, it's coming for me, and move away.
Okay. You're going to get an AOO from the Stone Guardian?
No, I'm not. I'm flanking myself. Or I'm in my own adjacent square.
Oh, right, because of the
Because
cavalry
of the
power.
teamwork.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically you go riding above the thing's head, and it tries to swipe at you, but it's all glistening and goopy now because of the transmute spell.
I think I can only do that thing twice per day, but
It's once per day.
Okay,
till,
so it was
Oh,
about to
yeah.
attack, so you interrupted its attack with the immediate action, so it's going to take its second movement then, and it heads towards Ukher.
Yeah.
It gets to there, and then this
it's
one.
all yours, Ukher.
You can hear them moving. There's apparently two others over on the other side of the room as they're moving over. And yeah,
Climb high.
you
Get really high.
You deked that one, and yeah, they don't get any attacks this round, you bastards. Superior maneuverability wins. Altagar. You're muted, Mark.
Up.
Altagar pulls out his mutagen and drinks it
Okay.
and steps out of reach.
Going
Up.
full up. Okay, you're up at the ceiling. Yeah, you're.
Yep.
Ukher, in the thick of it.
Ukher's gonna just withdraw.
Yeah, there we go.
Up and back, and just catch some elevation. So we're just gonna get nice and high.
Okay.
And he's like,